folks, this is Justin with Justin Card Magic. Today I'm going to be doing one of my favorite tricks. It is the 4 Aces Matrix trick, also known as the 4 Aces Teleportation trick. And I use 4 blank cards and 4 aces, but you can also use 4 black cards or 4 red cards and 4 aces. So I'm actually going to do the trick twice, and then I will follow it up by a tutorial. The reason I'm going to do the trick twice is I want you to just see which you prefer, and then that way you can either purchase a set of blank cards or you can just use the cards that you have. It can be done either or. The blank cards, if you are a beginner, this might not be the trick for you. It can be done, but the blank cards are easier. It gives a little more wiggle room for a mistake, where the black cards, you have to really remember the order of operations. So let's do the trick, and I'll follow it up by the tutorial. Enjoy. So I will do it first with the blank cards. So this trick, as mentioned, involves 8 cards, 4 blank cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 aces. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reason that I use the 4 blank cards is it makes it easier to tell them apart from the aces. So you have the ace of clubs, you have the ace of spades, you have the ace of hearts, and you have the ace of diamonds. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 4 aces and put them on the 4 corners of the mat. Okay? The one you want to keep track of is this ace here. This ace is the ace of spades. That's my favorite ace. We'll call it a reference ace. What I plan on doing is I'm going to take these blank cards and I'm going to make them teleport with the aces one at a time. So we have our 4 blank cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to make them switch places with the aces. So let's get started here. We're going to take our first blank card here and we're going to lay it down right here. And we have 3 blank cards left. I'm going to bury the first ace, and all I have to do is wave the cards around and the ace disappears. There's no ace here. The ace is teleported to right here. Okay. So let's try that again. We're going to take our next blank card and we are going to set it right there. We have 3 blank cards left and we have an ace. Now I am going to bury that ace. And all I have to do is give the cards a little bit of a wave. And the next ace disappears. There's no ace there. The ace has traveled. It's right here. Let's take a look at this one more time. Taking my 4 blank cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm switching places with the aces, okay? So I'm taking these cards, switching places. So I take the next one, lay it down, and I bury my last ace. All I have to do is give them a little bit of a wave. There's no ace there. And if I have 4 blank cards right here, then the last ace must be right here. Alright, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to do this one more time here, and I'm going to do it with the 4 black cards, okay? So these are the 4 black cards, and then I have my aces. Alright, so this trick, once again, involves 4 black cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 4 aces. 1, 2, 3, 4. The reason that I use those 4 black cards is it makes it easier to tell apart from the aces. So you have the ace of clubs, you have the ace of spades, you have the ace of hearts, and you have the ace of diamonds. I'm going to take these 4 aces and I'm going to put them on the 4 corners of the mat, okay? So you have these aces and you have these aces. The one you want to keep track of here is the ace of spades. That's my favorite ace, the leader ace. We'll call it a reference ace. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 4 black cards. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to switch places with these we're going to take the first black card here, and we're going to lay it down right here. We are going to bury that ace. All we have to do is give it a wave, and that ace disappears. There's no ace here. That ace has traveled right here. Okay, so if we did that again, right? We take the next black card, and we lay it down right here. We have 3 black cards left and an ace. We're going to bury that ace, and all we have to do is give it a wave. That ace disappears. Right? There's no ace there. The ace is teleported over here. All right, one more time. Taking these 4 black cards, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're switching places with the aces. So we take that final black card and we lay it down right here, and then we are going to bury the final ace. All we have to do is give it a wave. The ace disappears. There's no ace there. All 4 black cards are right here. Must mean that the last ace is right here. Perfect. I hope you enjoyed that card trick, and please stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so this is the tutorial for the 4 aces matrix, or the 4 aces teleportation trick. Like I said, you can use 4 blank cards, or you can use 4 black cards or 4 red cards, and then the 4 aces. I like to use the blank cards because the blank cards is a little more wiggle room, as well as it's almost impossible if you're using the blank cards for the audience to pick up on anything. If you're using the black cards, the audience can pick up some subtle things that happen. They might see the same card twice, for example, if you're not careful. And also, by using the blank cards, you can flip the cards over more often, almost every time besides at the way end. You can flip the cards over and show that they're all blank before you do the teleportation. So I'm actually going to do it with the black cards because I'm guessing most of you don't have blank cards on hand, but these are available on Amazon. So the tutorial I'm going to use the black cards. So the first thing that you're going to do, and this is the setup, you're going to want to lay clubs, spades, hearts, diamonds, and then your 4 black cards. I like to use the 9, 8, 9, and 7. They're all really close together. I use 2 clubs, 2 spades. That way, if people see the 9 twice, they might question, well, did I see that 9 of spades twice? You know, they might not realize that it's the same card. So I like to use these 4 cards. You're going to put these on the clubs, spades, hearts, diamonds for the aces, and then you're going to put the 4 black cards on top. So the first thing you're going to do is flip over the black cards one at a time. And you tell them, this trick involves 4 black cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. The last black card you're going to put down a little bit, and then you put the aces on top face up. And then you have the 4 aces. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the reason that you put that black card down is when you grab it, you're going to grab underneath that black card. So you're going to say, the reason I use 4 black cards is it makes it easier to tell them apart from the aces. So I grab them in my left hand, and then I grab underneath this card and slide in and pinch. And now, when I grab these cards, I have the 4 aces on top and 1 black card underneath. Then I have 3 black cards on the bottom, face down. So you say it makes it easier to tell apart from the aces. You have the ace of clubs, and you take your thumb and slide off that top ace and flip it over. You have the ace of spades, you do the same thing. You have the ace of hearts, you do the same thing. And now with the ace of diamonds, you're just going to set it on top. Reason being, you have the 9 of clubs underneath. So you set it on top, and then you flip that ace over. So now you just set up the deck. So you have the top 4 cards, which is 3 aces and then the 9 of clubs. That 9 of clubs is going to go in the top left corner. So you tell them, now I'm going to put the 4 aces in the 4 corners of the mat. So I usually grab the top 2 with my right hand, pinch it, and the bottom 2 with my left, pinch it, and go like this. Put them back together, put them in my hand, and I grab the top card and I flip it over say you have this ace, and then I take the other 3 cards and flip all of them over. So I say you have these 2, and you have to do it quick, because or else they're going to notice they're going to see the ace of spades twice. So I just say you have these 2, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put this card down, and you're going to take the top card here, which is actually the 9 of clubs. You're going to take that card and drop that card down. So you show them the bottom card, but then you drop the top card. And now you have 2 left in your hand. You're going to grab that ace of spades, the bottom card with your right hand, and then the top with your left, and flip those 2 over very quickly. Then put them face down. This ace of spades facing the deck is going to be on the bottom right hand side. Then you're going to flip that one over and you say, this ace is one you need to keep track of. This is the ace of spades, the leader ace, or we'll call it the reference ace. And when you say that, you're going to take the middle cards and you're going to take the bottom card from that, and you're going to flip it over and point to that ace. So they're going to see a black card here, and you're going to point to that ace, and when you put that card back, you're going to put it back on top. So you're going to set this part up here. You say, what we're going to do is we're going to take these 4 black cards. So you flip the cards over. Now this flourish here is fairly tricky. What you need to do is you need to take the cards, and we want to make it seem like we're rolling through all of the black cards. And you're going to pinch, and you're going to slide the top 3 cards over, and you're going to just hold on to the bottom card with your right hand. Then you are going to take just the top card with your left hand and slide the top card underneath. So far, you're going to pinch it, push across the top 3 cards. Then from this side, you're going to pinch all of them and just slide the top card off and put that underneath. Now when you grab, you're going to put it underneath and slide it back into underneath your fingers. So you slide that underneath. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the next 2 cards, because you pushed those over. You're going to grab those and slide those underneath, and you're going to grab that with your I would say middle finger, and then you slide out this middle. Now you take the bottom, which is in your right hand, and you slide out that card and put that on top. So ultimately what you're doing is this ace here is second from the bottom, and you're scrolling through the 4 cards, and you want to get that ace on the bottom, but you never want them to be able to see that ace is part of these 4 cards. So the whole thing quick, if you do it fast, will look like this. We're gonna, I have 4 black cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you flip it over right away. So now that ace, which is on the bottom, when you flip it over, now it's on top. Okay, so let's try it one more time. And I'm going to go slow. Take this, I'm going to push over the 3 cards, then I'm going to take the top card, slide it off, put it underneath, and I'm going to grab it underneath. Then I'm going to take the next two cards. So that bottom card there is the ace, but they don't know that. And take the next 2 cards, and I'm going to put them underneath, put these back on top, and then I'm going to push off the top card and pinch it and slide out this card and put it on top. So I'll do it really slowly without talking, that way I'm not confusing you. Okay, so now I'm going to do it really quick, and then we're going to move on. Really quick, looks like this. All right, so after you say that, we have 4 black cards, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch places with these aces one at a time. So here's my black cards. So I spread them out, and then all you have to do is do a double lift here. The first time you're going to do a double lift. The second time later on you're going to do a triple lift. Reason being, if you do a double lift twice, you're going to see the same card, and that's why those blank cards are easier to use. If you don't want them to see this ace of spades twice, or the 8 of spades twice. So here I'm going to do a double lift. So I like to spread them out, show them. when I pinch them back together, I catch a pinky break. It's just easier to do that way. And then I pinch, when I do the double lift, I pinch, flip over. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna take my first black card and then I'm gonna lay it down right here. Once again, if you have 3 blank cards left, you can actually flip them over. But since if you're using the black cards, well, you just showed that you laid down the 8 of spades. And then if you flip it over and they catch that there's an 8 of spades in here, they might realize something is up. If you're quick about it, you might be able to pull it off. Some people just go like that. So I say then I have 3 black cards left and I bury my first ace. It's important this time not to flip this ace, because if you flip this ace and then you make it teleport and then you flip this over, they're gonna see it went from a red ace to a black ace. So you say you have 3 black cards and I'm gonna bury my first ace. All I have to do is wave the cards and the ace disappears. Now you do that same move here. You take this top card, you flip it over and you flip the bottom cards just like we did in the beginning. And you're going to drop the right card first, drop the left card on top. Then you take, once again, the bottom with your right hand, you're going to take the bottom card with your right and the top with your left, and you show these two, put it back, and then you're going to slide them both underneath. Okay? So I say there's no ace there, it has traveled over here. So let's do that one more time, and this is where I say I'm going to take the next black card, and here what I do is I grab a triple lift. That way you're not seeing that same card from before. So we're going to take the next black card. So I do a triple lift, flip it down, lay it down there. And here, this is the one time I like to show the 3 black cards, and I give it a quick glance. So I have my 3 black cards left. Now here they would see, if they looked really closely, that was the same one you just laid down. But I have 3 black cards left and I have an ace. And now you just flash the ace and it's red. They're just gonna see the red. If they look closely, they'll see the diamond, but you say I have 3 black cards and an ace. And then you say I'm gonna put that ace in here. And then all you have to do is give it a wave. And then you do the same thing. This is the 3rd time we do this. You say there's no aces here. So you take the top card, flip it, these 3, drop the right one first, then the left. Bottom card with the right hand, top with the left. This time, you're going to take the left hand and put it on top, and you're going to take the right hand and slide it underneath. Okay? There's no aces there, it has traveled right here. We're going to do this one more time, you tell them. Just like before, you're going to go through the 4 black cards using that same move. So we have 4 black cards. 1, pinch, grab. 2, grab these 2. 3, 4. And we're going to make them switch places with the ace. You can square it up. Say we're going to take the last black card here. We're going to lay it down. We definitely don't want to show this because this is the blank card that we laid there in the beginning, or the black card that we laid there in the beginning. So we're going to take that and we tell them, and then we're going to bury our last ace, when in all reality, we're burying a black card. We go like this, and we say, same move, but this time there's nothing to worry about because there's no aces there anyways. And that confirms when you flip the black cards over, that the last ace is right here. So that's the tutorial. I recommend that you go back and watch it over and over. When I first learned this trick, it took me 10 to 15 hours to learn this trick, but I decided to try to learn it when I was a beginner at Card Magic. Like I said, I suggest picking up, even if you are a beginner, like I said, Amazon, these blank cards are like $7 or $8. Highly suggest picking them up. They're very useful for a lot of different tricks, and I really like using them with this trick. But if you don't have those blank cards, these 4 cards work just fine. Just remember a couple quick things, that the second time you do a double lift, and the 3rd time you're going to do a triple lift. Or is it the 1st and 2nd? But you do a double lift one time and you do a triple lift the other time.
and then maybe a double lift again at the end. That way you're mixing it up. They don't see that same card. You know, I made the mistake where I've done a double lift, and they see the same card over and over and over, and some people might be able to catch on. With the blank cards, you don't have to worry about it at all because they're all blank. And I also like the blank cards because you can show them every single time. I have 3 blank cards, I have 3 blank cards, you know, every time I have 3 blank cards, and it just makes it, you know, them more in awe. So I hope you enjoyed the trick. If you did enjoy it, please like, subscribe, comment. I love you guys, and enjoy your day.